Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be doing a beauty battle. So I have 5 different makeup categories and I have chosen my top 2 favorites in those categories. And I'm going to share with you, if I could only choose one, which one would I have to pick. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. Okay, so I was definitely inspired by Samantha March on this video, and I've definitely seen Kelly Gooch do a similar one recently as well, so I thought, you know what, let's get in on that. It sounds really hard, but let's do it. So the first category I have is pressed powders. So I have the Kosas Cloud Set powder, which has been a favorite of mine for, I want to say, the last like 9 months or so. This is just such a beautiful powder. It's so great for my dry skin. I'm not opening, maybe I can. I have to hold it down because the glue on the powder came loose, but this is such a beautiful powder. This is so fine and it looks so nice on dry skin. It is not too heavy. It never lets my makeup look cakey, and it's just everything I want in a powder, particularly as a dry skin girl. But I've decided to put the Kosas against the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. So this powder is also a favorite of mine. This one is obviously really well loved, well used. I will say I don't think you really get a ton of product in these powders. That's the only thing I would mention. But this powder does have a little bit of coverage to it. I have the shade Fair, and this powder actually does have a little bit of coverage to it. So this one is better for perfecting, and if there's certain mistakes or anything you really want to cover up in your foundation, this is really great to go over with. This is also really great for setting. I really like this one. It's really wonderful. So between the two of these, if I had to choose one, I hope I never have to, but I think it has to be the Kosas. Just because I can easily use this all over my face and I don't need to worry about it, and you do get a lot more product. I love this one just as much, but if I had to pick one, I think I would have to say the Kosas. Yes. The next category is equally challenging. I decided to pull some mascaras for this one. So the first one, I have a mini, but this is the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Volumizing Mascara. This one really surprised me. This is such a beautiful mascara. This one makes your lashes look so full and thick, but also separated. This does such a beautiful job. The one I had to compare it to is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. So the Thrive definitely gives the lashes a different look. It's also an entirely different formula. The Thrive is a tubing formula. The Rare Beauty is not. But the Thrive makes your lashes literally look like you have lash extensions and makes them look so long. So long. And for that reason, I really loved this one. I thought this was my all-time favorite, and then I tried this one, and I don't know. I love how full the Rare Beauty makes my lashes look, but the Thrive makes them look so long. I think I have to give it to the Thrive mascara, simply because I like the tubing formula. I like that it lasts all day and it never ever flakes. The Rare Beauty very rarely flakes off on me unless I've been rubbing my eyes a ton. But I think I have to say Thrive because it does better through wear and tear, simply because it's a tubing formula. Okay, Thrive is going to win this one. Next category, we went with foundations. So a foundation that I have absolutely raved about is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is so beautiful on the skin. This is a more medium to full coverage, more full coverage to be honest. You can get really full coverage with this and it looks so good. It literally just covers everything up. It makes the skin look so healthy and radiant and just absolutely perfect. And I love that. And it is such a hydrating formula. It's also very, very comfortable. So I really, really enjoy this one. The foundation that I'm putting it against has been my favorite this past year. And this was a 2022 release. So this is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. This one is incredible. This one is definitely more medium coverage. So already a difference in coverage. But this one also leaves your skin looking radiant and healthy. But there's something about this one. They both last all day long. They both do. They both hold up all day, and they both just look phenomenal. There is obviously a huge, huge price difference. This one is $12. This one is $65. Huge, huge price difference. I think I have to go with the Nars though. It is just slightly less heavy. I don't think the Catrice is heavy, but in comparison to the Nars, it is. So I think I have to give it to the Nars. I think I like the Nars foundation even better. I think I like the Nars foundation the most. So Nars has beat out the Catrice, but I still love them. Okay, so the next category I wanted to look at was lip liners. So I do have a couple favorite formulas, but two that I use the very most is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk, and I also have the Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Liner in Pink Sand. These shades are almost identical. Almost identical. Let me show you. And I think that's why I like them both so much. So the Lawless is a slight bit pinker. Slight. So, okay, so this one is Lawless, this one is Charlotte Tilbury. Obviously, I love them both. They are both that beautiful everyday pink shade. They both go with everything. They're both long wearing. I really love them both. I would say they're both very creamy, but neither one of them actually bleed outside the lip line. It is really hard to choose between these two, but honestly, if I have to pick, I think I'm gonna go with the Lawless liner. I think it's just a little bit better when it comes to staying power. It's actually the one I have on today. This one also lasts a long time. I just think the Lawless does a little bit better in that category. And so for that reason, I think that I'm going to go with the Lawless liner on this one. And for the final category, I have two cream bronzers. The first one is my beloved Say Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer in the shade Light Bronze. This one is very well loved by me, and I love this one. I think this is absolute gold. This just blends out so beautifully. It looks so beautiful on the skin. It's the perfect shade for just giving that sun-kissed bronzed look. I absolutely love this one. And I wanted to compare that to the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. So I love the Charlotte Tilbury as well. They are quite different, obviously, packaging wise. This lid twists on. This one, it's a basic compact. The shades are also quite different. The Charlotte Tilbury I like more as sort of like a bronzer, where it's a little bit more cool tone, but it's not overwhelmingly so. However, it's definitely very different in texture. This one is more moussey. This one is just more creamy and emollient. They both blend out very easily. They both look beautiful on the skin. This one is crazy expensive. It is Charlotte Tilbury. This one, it's also pretty expensive, but much less so than the Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like this is a really hard decision, but I think the winner in this one has to be the Say bronzer, simply because it is a little bit more natural looking. The Charlotte Tilbury is also quite beautiful, but it's definitely much more highly pigmented, whereas the Say is a little bit more to that sheer side. It's not completely sheer, but it is a little bit more sheer, so you can really just blend it out and have that very natural looking bronzed look, whereas the Charlotte Tilbury is one I would probably go for on a more glam occasion. And probably because I'm somebody who's fairly new to the world of cream bronzers, the Say Beauty is just so easy to work with, and it's just again, that natural sun-kissed glow is what I absolutely love. So I think I have to go with the Say Beauty bronzer. Alright, that is it for me today. Let me know down below if you'd like to see more of these beauty battle videos. This was actually kind of fun to do. It was hard, but it was kind of fun. So let me know down below if you'd like to see more of these, but that's it for me today. Thank you again so very much for watching. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!